Hi, and welcome to our fourth tutorial. We'll be focusing on the role of language in CLIL, on how much English you need to know and use in the classroom, on CEFR levels and useful resources at this stage. As a premise before going through the role of language in CLIL, I'd like to point out the primary factors driving second language acquisition appears to be the language input that learners receive. Students become more advanced the longer they are immersed in the language they are learning, and the more time they spend doing free voluntary reading. The monitor model, among the many models and theories in SLA, developed by the famous linguistic Stephen Krashen, made a distinction between language acquisition and language learning. Acquisition-learning distinction, claiming that acquisition is a subconscious process, where learning is a conscious one. According to this hypothesis, the acquisition process in L2 is the same as L1, language 1, acquisition. The learning process is consciously learning and inputting the language being learned. However, this doesn't mean that input is all that is required for acquisition. In fact, output, remember Carla's pushed output? Output and interaction are necessary for your students to reach more advanced levels. I invite you to listen to Krashen's video clip at the link below. From what you have been doing so far, what language knowledge do you think language teachers and learners need? Definitely general and specific vocabulary, high and medium frequency words, and chunk. If we can analyze reasons for the errors, we can help learners avoid them. For this reason, recasting is very useful. Here is a table taken from TKT book that can help you recognize problematic language forms related to each subject matter. We now move on to the third point. What is CEFR? CEFR is the Common European Framework and is a guideline used to describe levels of foreign languages competence. It is useful to establish your students' levels and to adapt to the language level you're using for your CLIL lessons. The CEFR distinguishes between four kinds of language skills and activities: receptive, productive, interactive activities, as well as mediation. Please notice highlight in red the chapters that are more interesting for you, but I'll soon provide an on-hand on the grid. In this final slide, we suggest some online tools to help you select reading tools if you're not sure about the text you choose for reading. 1. Please try Readability Test. It's an online tool to measure the degree of difficulty of a text. The text is easy to read if F is higher than 60. It's not that easy if F is between 50 and 60. And it is very difficult if it is under 50. Number 2, keywords list. In this list of functional keywords you can use with your students. Oxford Online Collocation Dictionary is there to help you work with chunks and collocations. I hope you enjoy trying out these new tools. We will also add some additional useful resources for you to explore later.